Hello and welcome to the channel. Hi, Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me. We're playing Demon Souls, and I am feeling under the weather. I'm blanketed up. I got some hot tea. We're doing what we can. Dingal's got a crushing halberd for, and also a meat cleaver. I'm just showing you some things I did, maybe off camera. I used some Demon Souls. This is from the Adjudicator's Soul. Big old meat cleaver. A version of it kind of comes back in every game. It gives you a small amount of HP whenever you hit an enemy. It's kind of like the Adjudicator's Shield, which gives you some health. But this does it when you hit people, and it's kind of grotesque. And also, Dingal has been spiralling a little. You know, in those post-episode things, he has just been going on kind of little rampages in areas. So it kind of matches. But yeah, he's also got the halberd to crushing, which means it scales with strength up to 4, so it does a little bit of damage. I think, is our roll okay? Have we got everything we need on? Have we got the increased weight limit? Oh, there we go. And we're going to Latria, but we've also got Amelia. She's been doing some stuff off screen as well. She has her Uch Katana to sharp 4. Maybe. We're just hanging out where there's another little person very similar to us in the background. She's just having a great time. She's also, if you notice, you've got a new bow on the back as well. So she also may have some scarring on her face. She's been through some stuff, you know. We still got the silver bracelets. I know we've taken them off. We got the sharp Uch Katana. Took a lot of grinding. It sucks. But also we have it scales to dex. It's fine. We've got the tearing claws. Don't massively need them. They're kind of cool though. And we also have the lava bow. We got it from trading in the armored spider's soul. It's pretty good. It does a lot of damage. We don't actually have the current attributes to use it properly, but you can still use it, and it still does a bunch of damage. So it's kind of cool. I like it. We'll keep it on the back. I think we can roll and everything how we like. Yeah, we're good. Gonna go back to the silver bracelets apparently. There's like no difference past me. Clearly I felt there was a difference, but there really isn't. I just hate they kind of, it's in Dark Souls as well, that using certain items gives you like visible effects on your character, like that red ring. I just don't massively like it. Anyway, Upper Latria. Kazamir hasn't got anything different. He's still his normal self. So Upper Latria I love. It's so cool. It's so weird after you've gone through like the prison to this is the place the prisoners thought they were going that would be great for them, and it's just like horrific. Not only are there these big gargoyles, which I'll try and poison mist, didn't really do much. I think I was too far away. You have these gargoyles that fly about and they're all over the place, and then we've also got these other like chimeras coming up, which I don't actually know what their names are. I'm going to call them chimeras. We've got more spice as well, which is great for Kazamir. Yeah, let's do this. Gargoyles. This is where Kazamir wanted to come. Like, Latria was like the birthplace of, or the place they teach the soul arts. It's not the birthplace of the soul arts, but it's where like the teachers and the schools and rich people were taught how to use magic. And he's got here, and it's gross. Gross. So going to the left is the way up past the big sack, but to the right there's some collectible things we can get. Yeah, the whole centre of this tower has a big old pulsating bulbous thing, which we have to move out of the way if we want to get all the way to the top. We'll have a better look at it. There's some cool items as well we can get. I'm sure we'll get some of them. There's a fight ahead. Thanks for that. More gargoyles. Ooh. I remember this was the final boss of this area, is what stumped me when I first played Demon Souls. But we'll get to it. I think it stumps a lot of people, and it's a boss design that kind of comes back a few times throughout the series. There you can see some of the pulsating globules. Once you remove it, you can go in this room and there is quite a few cool things we're going to want to collect, but that's a long way off. At the moment it's just gargoyles. I was trying to use the bow, but couldn't remember how you do it. I think I've got it equipped on the wrong place is the problem. I might be mad, or I'm just pressing all the wrong buttons. He is... There we go. There we go. See, look how much damage that fire bow does. You think it wouldn't do a ton of damage against, like, rock enemies. I'm guessing the old weird man who's come in here, the king in yellow, as such, he imbued these gargoyles with souls, maybe. I don't know. Got a bunch of moonlight stone. I'm sure they upgrade like magical stuff. There's like 2 different magical scalings. There's one that like I don't actually remember, but there is 2 like kind of different magical scaling things. It's fine. It's fine. But that's Dangao with his halberd. Again, halberd is my favourite weapon in the Souls games, except from Dark Souls 2. In most of them, it's got a long reach, does good damage, a few different cool moves, a nice usual charge attack. In DS2, its big problem is that the only way it does damage is if it actually hits the head, so you have to be really, like, the head of the weapon. The hitbox is really tight, so it is really annoying. Like, the drawback to being as good in these games was that if you missed or whiffed an attack, you would like stagger yourself for a second or 2, so it was like you had to think about what you were doing. But, you know, it's fine. Look at the big globule. I'm not looking at the big globule. Jumping off some of these edges will also get you a... Oh, no, it's these. I will edit out all my sneezes. Down there is where we want to go. Look at the big globule. I'm not looking at the big globule. So this is why we can't carry on, because there's some of its weird tentacleness here. We need to get it out the way. The dropping off the edge here will give us some cool stuff. If we remember Ostrava, is that his name? I think it's Ostrava. He has a cool rune weapon. We can get it here. It pretty much implies that Ostrava at one point at least did travel to Latria. Gold sword with an intricate design. Its physical text negligible but fortified. Okay, I got attacked during it. I can't remember what it scales in. We're gonna have a look. Negligible by arcane force protects sword from attack. The weapon is a great hero of legend, also built in the matching rune shield. So it's got some defense from magical stuff. It's cool. Like it a lot. Never going to use it, but it is cool. And it does magic damage, maybe? Or it scales with intelligence. Oh, it's got the gargoyle crossbow. It's a cool weapon. You can also get it from killing a Strava, but we're not doing that. Do you think I'm an animal? Do you think I'm a monster? Maybe. There's not I'm trying to think. This is the only trail of levels where the merchant doesn't travel with you, I'm pretty sure. Like in Boletaria, the Dregling merchant, he moves to the next areas with you. Same with like the Filthy Man and the Grave Robber dude. Is there one in... what level is it? And the Swamp, yeah, the old lady. But the royal woman who trades you stuff from the in the prison cell, she stays in the prison cell and doesn't move forward with you, which is weird. We got the Flamberge, which is a big strength weapon, obviously. Designed to rip flesh and cause severe bleeding unless it holds a grim reputation. We're not going to use it just because we've gone all in with the halberd. Like, while I complain that the grinding is a bit much in this game, the ability to change almost any weapon scaling to make any weapon good for any kind of build, I really do like. Like in Dark Souls 1, the halberd is kind of a dex weapon. And And you can remove obviously scaling by making it like a raw weapon, but it's harder to. It still stays mostly a dex weapon. Whereas in this, you can change any weapon into a strength or dex weapon pretty easily. Just takes some grinding, which I do enjoy, because it means I can use the halberd with Dengao. And it's tough as hell, and I love it. Ton of spice in here again for Kazamir. It's great. I did off screen, pretty sure, grind a little bit in the first layer of Latria. The beholder, not the beholders, like the mind flayer looking prison guards, they will pretty much always drop age spice, so I ran around and just killed them a few times to get spice. Not really useful for any other character. Unless you're Faith? Faith uses like the same bar, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Ignore the way that next to Dengal's health bar, his character tendencies looking a little bit grim. We may get into why that is later on. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. That's just something you've got to listen, look out for. We'll get into that whole shit. Oh my god, he clocked me. There are 3 towers you've got to go to in this level. I'm pretty sure it's 3. They're like the targets to carry on. There's these guys with little magic. They're holding up these chains. These chains are holding up the big glob. So yeah, you've got to get rid of them. And once you do that, it drops a little bit. That's like a birthing sack. We'll get to it. One of the world tendency things for Latria is here. If you have max world tendency, there is a wooden board or whatever around that, and you can continue to the top. That gives you a key to open up a cell back in lower Latria. We'll do that in an episode. That's fine. It's a long way off. You have these cages that you can use to ride up and down to different levels. We're not going to do that just yet, because down here is an NPC that is quite important. And there's a lot of dead people and a lot of like weird gems. Not really sure, but we're gonna talk to him. Friendly guy.
Are you here to fight the demons? If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons. Thank you. I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
Creepy guy. I actually don't remember his name. It's also weird that he was trapped, as this cage is also an elevator, but that's fine. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He is like a stereotype character that comes back in most of the games. I don't really want to spoil the next one, but we'll get to who he kind of is, and we'll get into him. I'm going to quickly Google what his name is. So yeah, we're down in below. We're in this weird swampy mess, and like the disregarded experiments are down here. Again, I don't know. They're like kind of like chimeric enemies. They're a mix of different creatures and also people. When the prisoners were brought up here, they were experimented on and like conjoined together into a big mess of limbs. I'm just gonna demon souls and PCs. I just want to know his name, but I can't think of it. Scrolling through. God, there was quite a few NPCs in there. Yurt, that's his name. His name is Yurt. Actually, I'm making sure. Is it definitely Yurt? Yeah. Yurt the Silent Chief. We'll learn more about him as time goes on. So in here, there's just blood, gunk, and weird thing. There's also a big. We saw it in the prison. A big ball of faces and arms that will shoot at you. Shoot big magical bursts at you. These are cool. These are all like inside the big globule. Just going to keep saying it. Also, this spot, when you come here on negative world tendencies, the demon that will allow you to get your tendency back up will spawn there. Forgotten what their name is. I don't remember. I'm not googling that as well. There's another demon. It gives you mixed demon souls, I'm pretty sure. Primeval demon. That's what it's called. Primeval? I think it's primeval. So we have another one of these big ball boys. The pillar behind him, if you have max world tendency, there is an item that spawns behind the pillar. It's only in the remake. Oh god, I forgot I died to that thing. God, it wrecked me. We're coming down here apparently with Dungao. There is an item that spawns behind there. It's a ring. It's kind of like the rusted iron ring from Dark Souls. It's not in the original Demon Souls. It's only in the remake. It is an item that means walking through like rough terrain or swampy water will not slow you down. It's really good. We won't actually explore the swamp in this game properly until we have that ring, because it just makes the whole process so much simpler. Yeah. But just remember, once we get max world tendency, we'll come straight back here. And it makes life... Well, we won't straight away, because I forgot about it until after, but that's fine. Not a problem. Don't look at me, weird chimera beings. See, this is what the weird prison, when they're telling prisoners, you'll get like redemption and saved if you go up to the tower, and the gargoyles lifted you up. You're actually going to be taken to be experimented on by the old man. I don't know what his name is. He's just like an old man in a yellow cloak. God, Dengo can't die as well. Okay, God. That would have been bad. But we had the reach of the halberd on our side. Yeah, behind that pillar where we're just looking. Behind here, there is nothing now, but there will be. And it'll be very important. And I love it. Ugh. Big pumping tubes. Flesh tubes. Pumping flesh tubes. That's my band name. Hey everyone, with the pumping flesh tubes. Let's rock, baby. There is a few ways down those cages. There's a couple of cages you can ride down. I don't think they really take you anywhere different. I always just ride down yurts because I do. Because I always ride yurts down. Because I always free him. He is a person you may not want to free him. And there'll be a point you may need to deal with him. But there's no harm in letting him out. There's a harm in letting him live for an extended period of time. But there's not a harm in letting him out. Just the once. Just the once. Why not? What's the worst that could happen with yurt? Isn't a yurt like a house or like a hut? A yurt. I don't know. Well, I know he's the silent chief. I'm going to quickly Google because there may be another NPC that I've also forgotten the name of. It's been a long time, okay? It's been a real long time. Just flicking around. While I kill these enemies again. Oh my god, that's a nonk. Yeah, I know, I remember the name. It's a long ass name. Yeah, it's Primeval Demons. I remember. I will when we do the tendency video, I will show you where all of the Primeval Demons are, because you do get souls you can use to make things. So, but they're not boss souls, but I'm pretty sure they're the mixed demon souls, pretty much. Just one guy there. Apparently Dengal didn't want to finish him off. I also keep calling him Dengal, but there's not an N in his name. It's Dagal, I think. I'm saying that I just may have found the name online and it sounded cool, but I've been pronouncing it wrong. But also, because I've named him that, I can pronounce it however I want. So, it's Dengal. Okay. It's fine. Hey Amelia, your name's easy to say. I didn't name you something dumb. So we're nearing the end of this, but we're going to get a new... It's not the first Red Phantom. The first Red Phantoms were the last episode, I'm pretty sure. We are going to get another Red Phantom quite soon. And it's one of the toughest ones. Just because of the enemy type, it is a Red Phantom of. And these are more Mercury Stones. Oh no, Warrior Souls. Nice. All the giblets on the floor. Ugh. So in here, we have a little path. And up this path is... I was hoping he would appear when I said it, but I'm wrong. Is any day now. Where are you? Hello? Come out wherever you are. Well, there's apparently nothing. Well, no, but okay, it's up these stairs. There is a Red Phantom version of the Jailers, the Mind Flayers. Now, the issue with them is they're tough as hell. Like, even backstabs don't do much, and their grab will still kill you in a hit, and their magic is really strong. And they're on quite a tight pathway. Just be good. Just get it in a wider area and get behind it. There's one coming up on an even smaller platform that sucks. It's in a bad place, and it's in front of a pretty tough boss. So annoying. More Mercury Stone shards. The smaller ones are weird. They're like a centipede with like crab legs and a bunch of faces. So many faces. Fleshy moving tubes. Oh, there's a crystal lizard. Nice. I wonder why I run past. I would never let a chimera live because the pain they're in is probably unbearable. Jesus. Don't do that to me. Stabbing away. So we're nearly out of the lower area. We're going to ride our way up into another tower with another chain. I always feel like there's more down here. There isn't. Like, even when you destroy, like, you knock down the big fleshy bulbous thing, like, nothing else opens up down here. We got these guys, but we also have... Jesus. Well, there's one to the right of you, so be careful, apparently. Who knew? I didn't know. Wow, I missed. Wow, he knows. He knows. It's fine. We're just going to do this. Later on, this bow is quite useful, but again, we don't even have the right stats for it, and you can still use it efficiently. When I started this class, the bow you have with it, you also don't have like the full stats for, but it does enough damage that it doesn't really matter that you don't have the correct stats. With other melee weapons, usually, if you don't have the required stats, you like can't even do the proper move set. Like, you flail around. Not with this. The bow is just a bow. And it's fine. Yeah, they're full of unknown warrior souls because they've just had, like, souls pumped into them to animate them. Gargoyle crossbows. I should probably read what it says, but I'm not going to. I will be playing Dark Souls next, and I have learnt from my mistake of only reading some notes of some characters, because that's dumb and makes it hard to edit and make sure you can see everyone. It was silly of me. I fixed that in the future. I'm learning as I go, okay? We're all learning together. You're learning to play Demon Souls, and I'm learning to be a professional. One thing's harder than the other, okay? This is quite a short level, but it's also quite a long video because I'm going to do quite a few extras in this. As we've freed Yurt, some things become maybe available from that. Maybe. These guys have a problem with them that they take a long time to, once they land, they take a long time to do any actions. But it's a problem for them, not for us. Because we can get a few hits in while they're working out what's going on. Maybe there's only 2 towers then. Maybe there's only 2 towers. Because I don't remember, there's definitely not another one. So yeah, there's only 2 towers. I was wrong. Boop. And now, by Globjul. So yeah, it was like a big birthing sack, and now some areas we've already been now have more chimeras in, like the main path. As soon as you like leave out of there, there's now just a chimera. I'm gonna keep calling them that. I don't know if that's what they're called. So yeah, there's more of them about now. Also, the area under the main tower, we can go in there, and also the way to the boss is now open. I'm running back apparently. I don't even know why. Kazamir's out of here. I think I've got quite a few souls and I didn't want to lose them. Apparently. Apparently I've gone back to the Nexus. Don't even remember doing that. Okay, there we go. I think I leveled up a little bit. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure I showed you, like, everything that was happening here, you know? With more chimeras showing up. Maybe. I don't even know. This is like a year ago at this point. Who even knows what I was doing? So down here is now one of these squishy boys. Hey squishy boys. You really can't deal with magic, seeing as you were all magic people. So you'd think you would be a little better at it, but no. And we still got this guy, but he's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nice. Why did his items slowly fall after that? Not sure. So we're going to head down, and there is a new armor set down here from a character. Or is it just a hat? It might just be the... Is it just the hat? There's some armor down here and some weapons. I don't remember what. Another one of these guys. We haven't really upgraded Dengal's stuff too much. We've upgraded his falchion to 2. But that's because we've not picked, you know, what actual weapon we want for him yet. And I don't want to go into loads of stuff, like upgrading this weapon when his magic does just fine. And we've got enough age spice to get us through most levels, so it's not really a priority. I'm trying to remember what. I'm sure there's a weapon in it. There's definitely a mask from a character we haven't met yet. But I'm sure there's a weapon in here as well. Whoa. Did not remember you being there, buddy. There's quite a few of them in here, but not an unruly amount. Storied warrior soul. You think there would be more? It was a big old sack of things. And a stone of ephemeral eye. Maybe it's just the headpiece then. I'm not good at this, am I? Whoa, what the hell? Ring of Avarice. Do I remember what that does? And we got the Eep Rapier and the gold mask. Let's look. It is alright. Fire attack. Nice. I think this is... Does this scale of intelligence? I didn't just look. I should have just looked when I had it on screen. But I didn't, because I'm a fool. Waterbomb is a secret courtier power to harness the power of the souls and view potential fire spell. I thought, yeah. It's weird people who want to gather souls. Apparently, I didn't look at the gold mask. Come on, me. Please. Please say I do. Oh, I'm a moron. There's no way. Did I not look at it? Oh, God, I'm an idiot. I think I might look at it at the end. I'm so sorry. Just in case I don't, I'm going to Google it. And we're going to have a look. Because we've got to run up here. Here's another red phantom of another one of these guys. And it sucks. It sucks. I'm going to look at helms. Gold mask. The gold mask inlaid with delicate design, even among the rogues that are combined in a sealed chamber to embrace the soul industry. Only I died. Only those particularly high rank are allowed to wear it. Because that didn't actually give me too much information. Okay. It's part of the rogue set, apparently. So yeah, this kind of just sucks because the best way to deal with them is wait until they're walking. They walk down the stairs and then turn around to walk back up so you can get a backstab in. That's the best way to do it, because otherwise it's a really confined area and it's hard to get around, and they can either grab you or just shoot magic at you, and both are very dangerous. Be careful. Also, the Ring of Avarice, I'm pretty sure I will look at what both do later, but in case if run past the door and there's more stuff around here. I just don't trust myself anymore to remember to do things. Ring of Avarice. Da-da-da. Oh, you get more souls from enemies. Nice. A luxurious gold ring fitted with large jewelry. It allows the wearer to obtain more souls from slaying enemies, a symbol of wealth and debauchery. So yeah, for the weird group of people who are trying to steal a bunch of souls. We'll learn more about them. Anyway, boss. Oh no, cutscene. Okay, we've got the Maneaters. So they are weird chimeric things. They've got a scorpion tail, a snake tail. They got wings, like a lion's body, and a weird messed up human face. It's the boss that stopped me playing Demon Souls the first time I tried. Like, they were like a brick wall that I could not get past. They also show up, I keep saying they, the gimmick to them is when you get this guy down to about half health, a second one shows up. Like, one on its own is not that bad, but two kind of sucks. That dash attack can knock you off really easily. They can fly around. They have a thing where they can, like, put poison on themselves with the snake like that. He bites himself. I'm pretty sure that then gives him, like, poison attack if he hits you. I might be making that up. It does do something, though. This boss kind of comes back in. There we go. That was some damage. It comes back in Dark Souls as the Gargoyle demons, or the Bell Gargoyles. It comes back in Dark Souls 2 as the 20 freaking Gargoyles. Like, it's a recurring boss idea. Magic does a little bit of damage, but they do fly away, which makes them a little bit harder to hit. Honestly, the best way to do it is watch out for that charge attack, because it will send you flying and do a ton of damage. Try and get as much damage as you can do. Like, when he's about this much health, try and do a ton of damage at once to get him down, just because you don't want to be fighting two at the same time. Here we go, the second one comes up with a full health bar, and it is just as strong as the first one. So I would say ignore this one as much as you can, focus on the original one. You want to get his health gone, because when this boss comes back in, say, the Bell Gargoyles, the one thing that's really good about it is that the second one comes in with half health and is just weaker. It's like more there for the fear factor of having two bosses than actually being another whole boss. But in this, the second one is just straight up the same amount of strength and will screw you over real bad. This is probably like the widest area to fight on, but it's not the easiest. because they will just charge and they'll clip through the big fire in the middle, and it's just be careful. And there we go. That's one thing. Stay away from the edges. They will just push you in. They also will just land on you and do a bunch of damage. So we'll just see that. I'm pretty sure you can cut off their tail. I'm going to say that with some confidence. And none of these attacks are really that threatening. Kazamir can just shoot from a distance. But he does do a ground pound, I'm pretty sure. Come on, you can do it. So this is quite a well-known, difficult boss, and it was for me at first. Something about it, I think it's just the fear of there's going to be a second one that does a bunch of extra damage. They're not like Flame Lurker annoying. Like, they're not like relentless. They will give you breaks in their attacks. But that's a strong attack. That ground pound does a bunch of damage. God, that's all he was doing. There we go. 2 in a row. My roll did nothing. Amelia is dead. You just got Kazamir now. You're the only one left. Look how far away he is. He's gonna do it, right? Ah, crap. Ah, crap. So yeah, the ground pound is a little bit fucking annoying. He can keep doing it. It seems to have a really high hitbox. The time to roll away from it is really weird. It's just quite a difficult thing to avoid. At this point, the last boss I'd done was Flame Lurker, and I was really tired of grinding for... Oh, there we go. You can cut off his tail. I'm not wrong. I was really tired of grinding for grass, so I didn't want to keep dying. I have loads of grass, because I had a grind for Flame Lurker for like 4 hours, because it sucks, and I hate it. It's the worst boss in any Souls game. That's probably not true. Maybe it is, yeah. Flame Lurker's the worst. I don't like him at all. So I now just... It also seems to be like a similar motif that whenever they do this boss again, it's always on a precarious, like the Bell Gargoyles, it's on the top of a church, and you can fall off rather easy. It's weird. I'm trying to think what like the equivalent would be in like DS3. Is there one? Oh, there's a few bosses that are like 2 enemies, but I don't think there's any that like come in halfway through like these. Elden Ring? Bloodborne. No, I guess it stopped after TS2. DS2 run it into the ground, and it sucked. Yeah. DS2 ruined it for everyone. So we're getting through it. We won't die again. We've got this. Oh, look at that guy with that big old hunk of rock there. As I've said, once you do the second boss of each of these worlds, the next boss is the final boss of each area. Also, killing the 2 bosses without dying in human form will increase the world tendency to max in that world. So, like, we could have done the max world tendency for the other worlds we've been in we've only done one yet, haven't we? We've done the Flame Lurker. So yeah, we could have gone and got, say, that weapon that misty guy had. But we're not going to. We're not going to do that. I was now just terrified of that ground pound. Their designs haven't really changed too much from DS1. It's pretty similar. They're a bit more fleshy and mangled, but I got very scared. Too scared. That was dumb as hell. I don't know if they do increase aggression, but it feels like they do, but that might have just been the tension. It feels like the second one is a bit more like non-stop. Like, when are you meant to attack when he's just doing that charge attack? Kazamir can attack all the time, no problem. But where is a melee focused character meant to get a hit in? Look, he'll ping through. Oh, I rolled it, okay, we're fine. I was getting tense. I was getting nervous. And then I accidentally used the Stone of Ephemeral Eye, which... that... like, if I now die, I don't get max world tendency because I've died in human form. I'm a moron. I don't know why I had it on my hotbar. So what I've done here is increase the tension tenfold, because if I die, I've messed up the world tendency stuff. I hate that I did this. I hate to take Stone of Ephemerals. I don't know if it accidentally got put on there because I picked one up. I don't know, but I wish I hadn't used it because it made the whole thing way more tense, and I hated it. That attack's weird. It rarely hits. So yeah, if I died here, I would have probably... I don't know what I would have done. I would have cried. We're trying it. We're trying it. Nice. Lava Bow did it for us. Demon vanquished. Nice. And are we going to go and see Dengal? Maybe. Who knows? Or are we just going to assume he did it? A moon short sword. Might have been alright for Kazamir. Oh, I think that's it. I don't think you get to see it. So this is the way to the final boss. Literally, it's not the final boss of Latria. He's literally just up the stairs to the right. We're not going to go there. The Ivory Tower. We're not going to go there now. That'll be a little bit away. Hey, look at that big old wrapping on that guy's head. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah, back to the Nexus. I can't believe I didn't actually show... This episode is sponsored by... you know it. Them. In association with... do you feel bad about how you look? You shouldn't, but in case you do, and there's nothing you can do about it, come on down to Latria, where we can put you in a gargoyle. Or a big, gross, chimeric, fleshy mound. For the low, low price of free. They're giving these away, so if you want to change, don't go. Don't. I just feel like I shouldn't tell them. Go to Latria. Dengal. But here he is.
In the time that I lived below Latria Castle, King Alan left on some strange business, then returned with horrible demons in tow. Soon, the land was ravaged by soul-starved madmen. My spine shudders just to think about it. If I did not have my miracle stone shard, keepsake of my grandfather, I may not have survived. Have you heard? If you are attacked by a demon, you will lose your humanity. What a horrible thought. Just what would happen then? I simply cannot fathom it. Massa. My grandfather had unusual tastes. He often visited Stonefang Mine, where he collected rocks of all shapes and sizes. Most of them had no value, but among them, he found a miracle stone shard, which he gave to me. Could this, too, be a sign from God? But among them...
That's all she's got to say. We're going to talk to all the faith people.
Oh, you must be another disciple of God. I too am on a quest to fight the demons in the name of the Lord. May I share God's power with you? Do not be bashful. We are both cut from the same cloth. A miracle is a heavenly act, but spells are the acts of demons, the work of soul arts. They have similar effects, and yet one is clearly evil, and the other is clearly good. Magicians, in the end, are mere servants of the demons. Do you know Saint Urbain? His piety is true. His ears attuned to the voice of God. But that faint-hearted disciple over there claims that he has fallen in a trap somewhere in the shrine. I hate to think that such misfortune could have befallen so eminent a man. I intend to leave shortly to rescue Saint Urbain. God has ordered it done, and I am his disciple. I am afraid we may not meet again.
So, I have leveled up Dengal's faith a little bit just so we can have these conversations, and you can also look at what faith can do. It's weird they don't click that with demons returning, miracles have started working, and that they may be the same as spells. But
You wish to train yourself in stoicism. Very well. I pray we meet again.
weird of them not to click the same thing.
I have sinned. I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his augustness.
Yeah, I think that's what he has. So we're going to find Saint Urbain, but there's some bodies here. That's weird. Strange, some dead bodies. Weird, real weird. So Yurt has returned to the Nexus, and along with him, some bodies, which we'll look at in a minute. So we're going to get rid of some more stones. Hopefully I'm going to look at some items that I picked up. Maybe I'm mad. Was I going to look what what these stones did? Mercury stones. They're reinforced on shield, deadly poison. Oh, they're poison. I was completely wrong. They're not magic at all. We'll get rid of some stuff we don't need. Anything else in here? Are we going to look at the actual text for... No. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Here it is. Reserved for the use of the highest ranking members. I'm a moron. Why did I do that, guys? I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. I did read it for you earlier. It's fine. We leveled up our S-Stock. And now we're going to follow a trail of bodies. So yeah, is, as he said, hunting demons. But what a demon is kind of subjective in the long run. Sometimes it's just a person with a lot of souls, or just a person. Yurt's hidden round here and has some things to say.
I am indebted to you for your help in Latria. Without it, I would not have made it back. Now, I can go on with my work. And for that, thank you. What is it? I have no business with you. Not yet. Do not be concerned. Life is hardly as precious as one might think.
So, I'm going to kill Yurt, because if you don't, he will kill people, NPCs in the Nexus. Yeah, if you just keep carrying on the game, you'll come back and more NPCs will just be dead. He just likes murdering people. So it's a good idea to... Just gonna... Someone called Mephistopheles. Really hard to say, but you get the gloom set. So you might as well... The people he kills are... Black Iron Helmet worn by Yurt Sun Chief, known as the Herald of Gloom. The people he kills aren't, like, known NPCs for those first two. So you might as well let him come, kill him to get his armor. And then kill him. Because if you leave him alone, he will kill actual useful NPCs. And eventually I think he attacks you. But if you, say, have really, really low character tendency, like Dengal does, something else will happen after. This. And how do you get really, really low character tendency? You kill merchants. As we've seen, Dengal's maybe been spiraling a little bit. He did want to come being a hero, but he's also a little bit of a psychopath, and maybe a little bit delusional, and was never actually a hero, just kind of a psychopath. So throughout the game, he may have been murdering every merchant, which also may have made my life actually a lot harder because some of these NPCs and merchants sell some stuff like crafting materials that would be really good to have, but that's fine. And so yeah, he killed the Dreglin merchant back in episode 2. He killed the filthy man back in like episode 3. The filthy man's got nothing. He's not doing good. They are quite tough though. But yeah, Dengal made swift work of him as well. But as you notice, the character tendency in the top left is still kind of normal. You have to kill quite a few to get it down. Oh, it made a jump. It's still not glowing as much as it needs to. Most of them don't even drop anything. There's very little reason to murder these. Like, I really like the way she moves. Like, she's very noble. Like, her hand, like, she feels like she's dancing. So yeah, Dengal has been spiraling and was never a hero. Just kind of a psychopath. You can go back and kill these at any point. Like, I've just been doing it throughout the game, but you can do it whenever. She even does like a nice little pirouette when she dies. And is that it? I think that's the 3 we needed to kill. Or are we doing the filthy woman as well? Oh no, we've got the grave robber. I think I might have... I'm not sure if I left the hag alive. Who knows? But we've killed all these guys. We killed these 4. This guy actually does put up a pretty good fight, and also his weapon causes bleed. He also is one of the few enemy NPCs that will drop something. Like merchant NPCs will drop something when you kill them. He drops the grave robber's ring. Yeah. So he's done, and I need to quickly take some Soldier Lotus to stop me bleeding out. So yeah. Dengal then also killed Yurt, and after he kills Yurt, and also he looks cool as hell with the meat cleaver and the gloom set, it's just a really good look for an evil character. Look at him. It's like Sauron. A new person appears, who Yurt mentioned, Mephistopheles. I can't say the name. It's this lady. She's here. Mephistopheles.
I can see that you have killed before. No one can blame you for that. Demon souls are too precious to relinquish. Perhaps a slayer like you would have an interest in my offer. I want you to kill Saint Urbain and his followers. You will be rewarded amply. Do we have an agreement? A reason? Ha! Just think of it as an opportunity to remove a competitor. Excellent. I have high expectations.
So she will put you on missions to kill actually important NPCs. We'll start doing that next episode because we've got to find Saint Urbain anyway. So yeah, that's a whole other little side quest. If you have an evil character, it's kind of the only thing you really get if you have high or low character tendency. If you have high, so we're going to buy the Needle of Agony. You get extra souls if you hit someone with it. We're not really going to use it. I'm just getting it to like show it off. If you have max high character tendency and kill all of the red phantoms in the game, the Monumental will give you a ring. If you do all of the negative stuff with Mephistopheles, you get a different ring. You get different rings out of it. There's not that much, but it's kind of cool that there is something if you're a psychopath. And the Gloom Armor and the Meat Cleaver are cool as hell. But Dengal has now found someone to follow and makes him just feel good. So he's got a new person to worship as such. And he's feeling good for once, which is bad for everyone else. It's real negative. Next is Kazamir. He wanted to get to Latria real bad and he's really disappointed this is what it's come to. He's kind of lost now. He thought he was going to come here and learn a lot and he's not learning a thing. It's real bad. And Amelia is mourning the dead. She's become a little bit of a hero. She's sad for the loss of others. And She'll be okay. But next we have the Shrine of Storms again and the Ritual Path. Kinda sucks. Kinda don't like it. But that's fine. The Achudic episode, Token Heroes among the dead who are delivered to the Shadowmen, that's the shrine. They are cleansed by the bright water and mourn in the storms. Again, this is like a path of, it is a ritual path, the whole of the Shrine of Storms. And like their myths coming to life. It's kind of cool. Kind of like it. But that is for next episode. So, thanks for watching. Channel High Class Cthulhu. Come back for more high class content. We will do the Ritual Path next week. I don't think it's going to be that long of a video. It's not that hard, really. Come back for... Actually, I don't even know what we're playing on Wednesdays at this point. We could be on... Who knows? We're playing probably a Capcom game. And then... high-class classics on the weekend. You know how it is at this point. We've been doing this a little while. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. And as always, umbasa and goodbye.